So, Albert, how are we doing today?
No, this is John.
John?
Yes.
Oh my God! John! I had an Albert that just came in. Oh, that's so weird that I got your name wrong. You've been coming for like years.
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes.
Right. That's what I meant. Like 2 weeks. How are we today?
To be honest, I've been dealing with a lot.
Aren't we all? Woo! Do you want to share what you're dealing with, or should I go first? For some of my clients, they appreciate I give a little bit, and then they give a little bit, and then I give a little bit more, and they give a little bit more, and then by the end of the session, we're practically naked.
Oh my. What?
Emotionally, we're emotionally naked.
How would you describe your methods?
My style has always been very open. I'm a very open therapist, open book. But also what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But I am an open book. And I like to just remind my clients that I'm working through stuff too. You know, I'm not perfect just because I'm a therapist and I'm on the side. And I'm showing up every week. And I'm doing the work right next to you.
Are you saying you burden your patients with your own problems?
I mean, you can ask them, do they feel burdened? Or do they feel enlightened by a shared human experience that we're both having? May call me unconventional, but I think we need to get off this high horse of the difference of you and me. There's only I and I. There's I, and there's the I in you, which is really a reflection of me. But we don't have to go that far if you don't want to. Floor's all yours.
So yeah, I've been having a lot of panic attacks recently.
You should stop that. Does that happen when you're driving?
Thankfully, it hasn't happened.
Okay. Because if it happened while you're driving, I might have to report you to the DMV.
Right.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. It's confidential what happens here.
Oh.
Like Vegas.
So does that mean it's confidential?
Oh, yeah. Vegas. Oh, for sure. I had a friend who, had a couple of his female hooker friends go missing and never found out because it happened in Vegas.
Oh my God, what?
So, how are you dealing with the panic attacks?
Not well. It just comes in on and off.
Because you're like an ER surgeon, right?
Oh, no. I'm a barista.
You're barista?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, stressful work. That's right, we're talking about stressful work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and my girlfriend's threatening to break up again.
Do you know why she's threatening to break up with you?
Yeah, she says I'm boring.
She says you're boring?
Yeah.
Did she know about your panic attacks?
Yeah.
Because that's pretty interesting.
Oh.
Last guy, Albert, was so boring.
Okay.
Anyway, you've been coming to me for a couple weeks, so you could probably see that I work very hard at my job and I'm very committed. But sometimes I wonder if I'm actually making a difference, in my patients' lives. Sometimes I think I should move on. Like I should be a barista or something.
No. It's stressful and it's not rewarding.
Do you even like coffee?
I don't even drink coffee.
Oh my God, that sucks.
Yeah?
Maybe I could be like a baker.
This therapist doesn't really want to be a therapist.
I'm just so much beyond a therapist, right? I'm an experimenter, unconventional, out of the box, live performance. So I wouldn't say I don't want to be a therapist. I would just say I'm more than that, I think.
Oh, why would you want to be a baker?
I just think I might have more of effects on people. Like, I might be more in my purpose if I do baking.
I mean, but you went to school to be a therapist.
Did I?
Huh?
You
did, right?
Sure, I did.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to start all over.
Dentistry school is actually not that much longer. It'll just be another 12 years. I'm thinking I could go to school again and be a dentist. I like mouths. I like teeth. I like fixing bad breath. That's like a thing that I have.
I, I wouldn't. No, because I had a friend. He was in that career path, and he got AIDS.
He got AIDS?
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, most of his colleagues they got AIDS too. Yeah, something with the teeth.
It's just the nature of the mouth being open?
I don't know the details, but yeah, definitely AIDS
Yeah.
within the first year.
Within the first year,
Yeah.
is there any chance he had it before he became a dentist?
I would. No.
People are living with that these days. Like, people going on to have nice, healthy lives. I think I could take one for the team.
No, no. Okay, so there are different types of strains of AIDS, as you know, right? But the teeth AIDS, ooh, it's the worst.
All right, so maybe no dentistry.
Yep.
Did you really tell her she'd get AIDS from dentistry?
Yeah. What do you expect me to do? And thankfully, someone already told her that dentistry gives you AIDS. So it was easy to sell that.
Ballet, though. I
No.
was on one of the social media sites, and I could see that, like, if I could just get my knee completely straight and this point a little better, I think I could Batma or Ronda or whatever that pas de bourrée into some hearts and minds.
I heard a lot of Bahrain get kidnapped.
They get kidnapped,
Yep.
most of them.
Yeah, like 95% of them.
That is some shit. You think you would hear more about it.
Right. A lot of people are in cahoots.
They're in cahoots with the dance companies, right?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me one bit because they're so light. I think that's why they try to keep them so easy to pick up. Because they have to do the moves too, but like also. All right. Okay. Well, I didn't really like the tutus, and like, I do want to be picked up, but okay. I've been told I could be a foot model. Like, I could be a foot model. I mean, if you just, never mind, I got stung by a bee the other day on the beach, so never mind that. If you just see, I think it's very clear that my feet could sell some shoes or something.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. But the food business, dangerous, sinister business.
The foot business?
Yeah, because like a lot of people have food fetishes. Yeah, and you're at risk.
But I know a guy who's selling pictures of his feet.
Huh? Yeah.
He just bought a house. He's charging upwards of $1,600 for a picture. I think that's the way to go. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. Why am I hustling every day to be a therapist when I could just sell pictures of my feet?
You're gonna be a target.
Target? People
Yeah.
won't see my face. They just see my feet.
No, I mean people can recognize people out by your feet.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not gonna see me in the street because my feet are gonna be covered up. Boom, easy. I only wear sneakers.
That's the thing. I've heard that a lot of people who are into food fetishes are hackers. And they'll get your IP address, and next thing you know, you're gone. I wouldn't do that. I think that was just a bet.
How about a translator? Like be a French translator for like the United Nations.
Like part-time or full-time?
Well, I would probably have to live in the embassy.
So, no more therapy?
I mean, you could do it on the side.
Yeah, I mean, then I'll go for it.
Really?
Yeah, as long as you can still be a therapist, go for it.
Do you think I'm that good?
Oh, you're the best so far.
Thank God. Okay. So, this might seem a little unconventional, but in my methods, I find it's a lot easier to take advice for yourself as someone else, from someone else. So, I'm going to pretend to be you, all your problems and your baggage and your panic attacks, and you will pretend to be your own therapist and just tell me the advice that you will want to hear. But you get to say it from yourself. Don't worry, it's super easy. Like, when in doubt, just nod your head and say, It's easy. Sometimes I have these panic attacks. My girlfriend wants to leave me.
That's supposed to be me.
Oh, yeah, but like I can go a little. Sometimes I have these panic attacks. My girlfriend wants to leave me.
Don't have panic attacks?
Don't have panic attacks.
Breathe more.
Breathe more. Okay.
You'll be fine.
Thanks. Sometimes my girlfriend's always threatening to break up with me and it gives me panic attacks. How do I get her to stop threatening breaking up with me?
Get a new girlfriend.
Get a new girlfriend.
Did you make your patient be his own therapist?
Yeah. Not only do I make my patients be their own therapists, I also instill an exercise where they become their own parents. Their own parents, their own boss, their own lovers, their own children, their own abusers. Yes, I do have an experiment where they take on the role of the perceived abuser so they can see their own blind spots. It's very controversial, but they do it a lot in Sweden, which is where I studied and finished my degree in Sweden. So it's kind of ahead of its time here in terms of the states and how they do therapy here. But
How was your therapy session?
It's a bittersweet moment for me because I don't know how to feel. Because I finally found someone who's actually competent, you know, someone who seems to know what they're doing, but then now they want to quit. My luck, right? I did my best trying to convince her not to quit, you know? When she said she was going to be a dentist, I told her when she said she was going to be a ballerina, I was like, you're going to get kidnapped. But I think it was all in vain because I don't think it's going to work. Because at the end of the therapy session, she was trying to make me become my own therapist, which is odd, right? So she's still gonna quit. She's gonna quit.
Hope I don't need more therapy after this.
you're doing great. And you can give it to yourself. But you should still keep coming back to me because insurance purposes.
I see.
Yeah. I'm going to keep billing you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we can do the same time next week.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Albert, this was a really great, productive session, and I really hope you had fun.
It's John, but thank you.
How was your therapy session?
You know, I think John has a lot of things he needs to work through, but I'm glad to help him do it as long as his insurance goes through.
Do you know how I know that she's a great therapist? Because, like, she didn't make fun of me. All right? There you go. Every single therapist I've been with had made fun of me in some aspect or another. She did not make fun of me.
Meet the therapist who makes her patient be their own therapist.
I feel like we're kind of bypassing the point of what that experiment was and the experience that John and Albert had in those sessions where they became their own help. They became their own savior. And I think we're deliberately missing the point on that. So I'm going to take responsibility for my side of the street and not engage with that last comment. But I see what you're doing.
You said she was amazing, but we talked to her and she seems unhinged. Do you think you're so desperate for a therapist that you're starting to see the good in everyone?
Excuse me, what are you, a therapist now? Hello? You don't have the qualification. And no, that's not what I'm doing. I found the right person. I'm just telling you.
Meet the therapist that claims she studied in Sweden, but we can't verify it at all.
I went to Sweden. Och hämtade inte när man inte kunde beställa vad den deg.